that?
Welcome
Did you
on
just
a
lay an
Wednesday
egg?
night. I might have. Welcome, one and all, to String Theory. I'm JP Cormier. This is Chris Coop.
I'm enjoying you right now.
We're enjoying each other right now.
Right now.
Right now. Happy Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy non-denominational, unoffensive
Happy
holiday.
stuff.
Things.
Like whatever you do at this time of year.
Yeah.
Perhaps you just skin seals and
Eat your figgy pudding.
pull your socks up over your head. And
Peel your clementine.
peel your shirt. I'd like to peel your clementine.
Well, here you go.
Is my hemorrhoid sticking out? I mean, my hernia?
No,
Sorry.
you're good.
Anyhow,
Here we are. It's Wednesday night.
it's Wednesday night after Christmas, right before New Year's
Yep.
Eve. A very, very special edition
Yeah.
of String Theory.
It's the Ginger's Working for Once
Yes.
edition.
So, the lovely Ginger is off flying.
Yeah. We were just
I
talking
lost
to
my
her.
sponsors list.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there it is.
Sweet baby Jeebus.
Sweet baby
Bring
Jeebus.
it in.
There we go.
Bring it in.
We had some extra curricular activity. So we want to thank our sponsors, Boucher Guitars. What are you going to say? Levy's leather straps.
Best
Again.
straps in the world. I
G&G.
still get the welts.
Yes. The welts. G&G Music. Glen Gotel. Fantasy Music. Stephen McNeil down in Health. And they've reopened Spring Garden Road
Nice.
to the public.
We'll have to go visit the
To the
musical premiere.
public.
The public.
The public are allowed down there again. Opry Music Store in Mirror Machine, New Brunswick. Vince Mullen, thank you very much. K&K Sound, the best pickups
The best.
in the world.
Best.
Gallagher Guitars. Recording King. We're waiting for guitars from those guys.
Fabulous guitars.
Alvarez, Yeri, St. Louis Music. Listen. Big stuff happening there, too, in the new year. Yamaha Music Canada. Also, major review video coming up on the new LTA guitars. The new ones that are Sunburst and Cutaway.
Yep.
Been doing 2 of those. James Martin Instruments in Kilkenny, Ireland. Hi. Joshua House Guitars, my buddy in Goderich, Ontario. Close Guitars, the best carbon fiber instruments I've ever played.
And not a bad helicopter blade either.
That's right. And make a wicked planter.
Yes.
Cody Guitars,
Enfield, Nova Scotia.
custom made electrics. Orangewood Guitars, $200 guitars that kick
Smell this good.
and kick your ass.
Yeah.
Kick everybody's ass.
Yeah.
And on that goes. And what did I just do there? I don't know.
You didn't spill your drink for once.
That's a plus. Audio Sprockets, D'Addario, Canada. Thank you very much. The Arc, my buddy, Dakota McNamara. Apollo Picks, Nick Modern. Thank you so much for everything. And Tone Right, the vibratory tool that creates
Warmth.
lignin depletion
Lignin
in
depletion.
the tops of guitars.
The
everywhere we
vibratory
go.
tool that spells pleasure.
It's spelled auditory pleasure.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Ginger's non-GMO modified clementines.
So socialized.
Smell the festive spirit. I'll just put that one over here. Wow.
We're having so much fun. Holy shit.
So the question is,
I've missed you.
I'm
Like,
here.
I'm telling you what, man.
I know. It's amazing
The last few weeks have been kind of shit.
No,
'Cause
no.
we haven't been doing this.
Well, we've been out of our places, but tonight, like Ginger knows how I feel because she's sitting on the gate in Montreal
we
right
just
now.
called her. We watched her land a plane in
Yeah.
Quebec, and she's on her way here.
Yeah,
She won't get here till well after the show is over, but she will get here.
yeah.
The lovely Steve is in the house.
The fantabulous Stevie.
Yeah, the other white meat over there.
The other white meat. one of our nearest and dearest buddies.
And our good
Stevie
friend
Elliott.
Our good friend Mel is here, the daughter
the company nurse.
One of our heroes on the road, Churchy. We love you. You know you're getting better. We heard you're in good recovery. So we're waiting for you to come see us.
Yeah.
And I love you. And I hope you and Bonnie had a great Christmas. And so there you go.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do for Christmas? Must have done pretty good.
It was nice and quiet. Got to spend it with my mom. Rifled through my grandmother's closet.
I was just gonna say, I'm surprised that Susie didn't go to the men's shop for you this time.
I'm wearing the Stephen Baker collection tonight.
Yeah, where'd you get that shirt? Reitman's? Forever 21? Perhaps?
Elderly are us.
Where did you get that from? PatheticRetirees.com?
Acme Cruisewear. On the discount rack.
Yeah, VikingSadness.com.
It was in the colostomy bag special aisle.
I see why you wear that, because it hides your bag well.
Carnival virus wear.
Yeah, Carnival virus wear. Don'tEatTheShrimp.com?
Right.
Is that where you got that? Yeah. Okay, good. We love you guys. We love you guys so much.
It's Wednesday night.
I want to tell you something. I want to tell you this. Just before Christmas, I did a quick perusal of our analytics, and I couldn't believe what I saw.
We suck?
We suck.
Okay.
In the best possible way. In November, there was almost 85,000 views just in November.
Yeah.
Okay. 503 new subscribers just in November. This is what blew me away. 1.1 million minutes viewed just in November. 1.1 million minutes.
That's not bad.
That does not
It's a lot of wasted time for people.
We are so wasting people's
I
time
know.
on this channel. And we're happy. We're happy that
Happy to waste it for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm very glad about that. And I have an egg in my pocket, which reminds me of having the giant nipple,
Not to spill your drink.
which I had removed as a child. So I'm a little freaked out that
Your nipple good.
my superfluous nipple.
It's superfluous.
That's a big word for a drunk guy.
It is. Superfluous nipple.
So, Mr.
Three nipples
Steve,
later.
Mr. Steve, what is our first Christian tonight?
Hark.
Hark. Oh, pull your mic over where they can hear you, Stevie.
No, your mic. He said,
There-
pull your mic.
There you go. Now you're talking. What do you got, buddy?
So first we got Stephen Baker.
Stephen Baker.
Commenting on Chris's shirt. Nice shirt.
Of course.
Yeah, nice
that's
shirt.
original, Steve.
Yeah, that's really original. Yeah.
That's
We
really
all know
original.
it sucks, Steve.
Yeah.
Baker.
I wore it for you, all right?
Yeah, we did.
In your bathtub over there.
With your rose petals and your
Yeah.
goat.
Yeah.
Next.
Didn't even get
So that's it for Super Chats so far. So
Well, is there any other legitimate questions over there?
Yeah.
I'm just looking through them. A lot of people talking to Ginger, actually.
Well,
Oh, yeah, well,
too
of
bad
course.
she's not here.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah, she's sitting on
Yeah,
gate
she's
34
on
in
the-
Montreal
she's on the
chatting
fl-
with everybody.
Yeah, she's on the flight deck of a plane right now.
Yeah, chatting with everybody.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, she's probably on YouTube right now talking to everybody.
Someone else had mentioned that Chris looks like an extra in a MASH episode.
Hawkeye. That's what we're calling him from now on.
Okay, BJ.
Yeah, Pierce.
I'll
BJ
just call you
Honeycutt.
BJ.
Yeah, Honeycutt.
Yeah.
There you go. BJ, yeah. Hey. Yeah.
BJ.
We're not going to go there.
No.
Next.
That's all we really have for now.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. You guys are pretty slow.
All right. Well, all right. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Well, so in that case, if we're going to just fizzle right away, I'm playing some Gallagher.
You gonna play some Doc?
I am going to play some Doc.
Yeah.
This actually is the Doc Watson model,
Yeah.
by the way, too.
old-timey.
It's
warmth.
It's everything you want in a guitar.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
So there's a second one of those coming soon, right? For
Yes,
a friend
there
of
is.
ours.
A friend of ours just ordered the traditional Doc Watson model, which is different than that one because it's gloss finish. Mine is
Satin.
a satin, which is a one-off sort of idea. And I'm not sure why David and the boys built that one. I think they were experimenting, and I love this. I love satin finish guitars.
I love the sound of that.
It's just so beautiful. It sounds like a Gallagher. Nothing sounds like a Gallagher the same way that nothing sounds like a Boucher, a Yeri, Yamaha, Martin. Like all those guitars, they have a personality.
What
right?
is it about that sound? It's got I don't have the right words to describe it.
It's iconic.
Yeah, but it's got the South built into it.
Yeah.
It's got that
Exactly.
Southern sound.
It does.
Built into it.
Yep, it's true.
It's a tone, eh?
Yep, it has a life of its own.
tone, eh?
It has a life of its own. And
Don't spill that.
my hemorrhoid out yet?
It reappeared.
This shirt sometimes flies open in the front,
Gray lady down.
exposing all my intestines. Next. Must have a super chat now.
Oh yeah. So Jeff Gallant, my
Jeff
Fender,
Gallant.
my Fender F310 series is having a peg issue. They won't stay in after I installed my fantastic music strings that I won.
A peg issue.
A peg or a tuner.
Peg, P-E-G.
Okay, so if you're talking about bridge pins, I find over the like that's an old guitar, a 310. I used to have a Fender. Remember the Fender Gemini?
I do.
My 12 string for years that I recorded with, it was on all my albums, was a $200 Fender Gemini, and they come with plastic bridge pins. They're just fucking garbage, right?
Yep.
So, but any guitar, it doesn't matter what guitar it is, after a certain age, you should go to the local shop and find out and buy a set of Tusk pins.
Yep.
And find out which ones fit your guitar, because there's two kinds. There's the
Two
ones,
different slopes.
Yeah, there's the one that fits the Martin, one that fits Gibson. They're shorter and longer than each other.
They're also different angle.
Yes.
That they're cut out, that they're
Exactly.
reamed.
Yeah. Because the bridge plate is at a different. Yeah. So if you're having a problem with strings staying in,
Or
that
the peg
means
staying in.
Yeah, if the peg's not staying in, it either means that the hole is worn out and the peg's just falling out. And so here's the thing. If you're let's see, how do I do this? So if your string goes in and you tune it, and you can pull the peg out and the string stays in there, the hole is worn out.
Or the plastic peg is garbage.
The plastic peg is garbage.
Yeah.
But if the string stays in there in tune, it means that it's hooked under the bridge plate and no problem. But you need a new peg. If the pegs aren't pushing the strings down at all and you're trying to tune them and they're pulling out, that's just a peg issue. That means the peg is too short and worn out, and you need a new Tusk peg.
Yep.
So that's
The plastic pegs are garbage.
yes.
Get either Tusk or get a hardwood peg.
Yes, get a rosewood, ebony peg, or Tusk. I love Tusk because they just sound better. They're denser.
They're brighter.
Yeah, they're way denser and way brighter, but not necessarily in tone. They translate the bridge plate in the top of the guitar better. Because they're so dense, they force the top to.
I actually like the ebony pins.
I do too.
With a mother of toilet seat dot.
Mother toilet seat dot. But I'm still a Tusk fan. I love Tusk.
They're expensive though.
It doesn't matter. It's worth it because they last for 20 years.
That's true.
Right?
They don't wear out.
They're a man-made composite material that tries to imitate bone, which is what we all want. Is bone pegs, bone saddle, bone nut.
Bone everything.
So most of my guitars have either bone or Tusk. That's what's in every guitar I own. And if you are using plastic or some other composite material, your guitar is not playing at its peak.
Yeah.
It really isn't. There's more tone to be mined out of a guitar, and you wouldn't believe the difference that bridge pins actually make.
They make total difference.
Huge difference. If you put a good set of bridge pins in a shit guitar, you'll bring it up 20% at least, right? So,
Jeff, if you take your string before you put it through the machine tuner and put the string in, put the peg in, make sure the peg's seated, and give a little upward jerk on the string before you thread it, that could help you. Because that will help set the peg.
Here's another thing that that every guitar player should know. When you're unstringing your guitar, there's always like, we have those winders that have a puller on them. You shouldn't have to have a puller. What's supposed to happen is, when you loosen the string off, you're supposed to be able to take the string and push it down into the hole.
Yeah, disengage the pin.
Which breaks the ball end off the bridge plate and then pull the peg right out. And there should be no friction there. And if there is...
That's a should, and 90% of guitars won't do that.
Yeah, every one of my...
They're not maintained
every
properly.
one of my Bouchers, every one of my Yamahas, every one of my... Well, my Yeris, they're freakish, right?
Yours are maintained, though.
Yes.
And you change your strings often.
Yes, but that's how it's supposed to work. Yeah. You're supposed to loosen the string. Instead of prizing it out of the hole, you just push the string further down in the hole, and the bridge pin should come right out in your hand. If it's not doing that, it's too tight, it's too snug, or too long. It's pushing the bridge, the ball end way past the bridge, right? The bridge plate underneath. So, yeah, that's cool. That's a good question.
Yeah.
That led to a lot of things.
Yeah. Jeff's ball is not engaging.
Jeff's balls are not engaging properly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm shocked to find out that Jeff's balls don't go deep enough in the hole. It's a problem.
Jeff's pin is coming out.
Yeah, his pin is not
prematurely.
Yes, it is. Yes. 10x.
Be careful with that.
From Stephen Baker.
Stephen Baker.
Stephen Baker again.
Bought myself a Yamaha acoustic. FG820, wanted to save some cash.
Nice.
While I'm fixing my Ovation.
Nice.
I'm putting a tonerite on it. Any benefit to changing the strings first?
A tonerite.
It has factory strings now.
I would always string a new guitar with my preferred strings. Because Ovations generally come with Adamas strings on them.
But you're talking about the Yamaha, though, right now.
Well, those will be the Darios.
Yeah.
Probably light or medium gauge. So if you're going to use a tonerite, I would put the strings that I would use on the guitar, because that alter, so let's say it comes with mediums, but you use lights, that alters the tension on the top, which alters how much a tonerite would affect it. If you're using medium strings put considerably more tension, 20 or 30 pounds more tension than lights. So the tonerite, you want it to be influencing the top bridge saddle, all that.
The way it's going to be
when you're played. Yeah. So I would change out I would immediately go to the strings that I use. I love the Dario XS. They're a massively good replacement for elixirs. I still use elixirs, but the Dario XS are a
beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, you can really just plow them forever, and I like them because their tension is slightly higher than elixirs, so they feel like a heavier string. They feel somewhere in between a light and a medium, but they're lights. And so, but they don't pull the neck any further than an elixirs. You know what I mean? It's really weird.
Tension.
It's because they have that the core they're using.
It's also the tension with which the wrap is wound on the core.
Right.
Makes a difference to their playability.
Yeah. So I would switch to the XS or elixir, whatever gauge you like, and then do your tonerite. And the 820 Yamaha is a beautiful guitar. I know you didn't pay much for it, but holy crap. The 800 series, I love them. Okay, there's an 830 that's in Halifax at Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's actually in the prize pack.
Yeah.
That I wish I was getting. That guitar, I've almost bought it about 10 times.
Punches way above the price tag.
Way above. It's $350, $400. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah.
And it's solid maple back and sides. I'm pretty sure it's solid. It might not be. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's a solid maple guitar. I think. But anyhow, either way, it doesn't matter because the price you're paying for it is just like you said. It's way above, punches way above its price point, right? And that's what I love about all those kind of guitars. Next. Okay, next.
So,
Next.
Jeff Gallant.
Steve's not quite as on the ball as Ginger is.
He's
No,
over
I'm
there.
not.
But he's
Checking
doing a
his
good
stocks.
job. He's doing
Yeah.
a good job.
He's over there. He's buying low and selling high.
Yeah, yeah.
Monsieur Gallant.
Yeah. So anyway, from Jeff Gallant, mostly a comment. I might just have to bring this old beast when I come to see you guys. And he thanks me for mispronouncing fantasy music, where he got his strings.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
You bring her over, we'll ream her out.
Yeah, we will.
I've got a peg reamer.
We have a lot to do in the next few months. We have a lot of pickups to replace.
Yeah.
I just got a new shipment of K&Ks in. I don't know
Which there's a
I don't know
shortage
I
of.
don't know where they are right now. They're in here somewhere, but I just got another 3 or 4 of them.
A shortage of game.
There
pickups.
is, yeah, and that's good. And the
Yeah.
last time I talked to them, they were like, "It's your fault. We're behind."
Good
and that's
problems
good.
to have.
Good to have. So yeah, if you, I love them. Next,
So Joe McGraw.
Joe
asked,
McGraw.
what's the deal with the Orangewood guitar that has been tone rated?
I just wanted to do an experiment to see what Tone Right would do to that guitar, and it actually did improve it.
I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah, it's just laying over there on the couch. Like I filmed the first part of the video already, and it's a beautiful sounding guitar. You know what? Let's get it. I'm just gonna pull it up just for fun.
Why don't you go over there and get that right now?
I'm gonna enjoy it right now.
Why don't you run your pretty little ass over there and get that guitar, Toots?
I'm gonna enjoy this guitar right now.
Yeah, you do that.
So I
There it is there.
was utterly shocked by this guitar because it's one of those instruments that it's a $200 guitar. And listen to that thing sing. It just
the top
sings.
just goes, eh?
It just sings, and this is after the tone right treatment.
Right.
But again, I put the tone right on there for about a week and just left it here for 24 hours a day for a week. And truthfully, it improved this guitar probably 10 or 15%. It really did, and it's. I love this guitar. This guitar is ridiculously
Those are
good.
still the strings that came with, aren't
Yeah, this is the.
they? So they're not a
factory-
great set of strings.
Listen to the body. It's just. It's such a great.
You are. They can't really see that, but you are barely grazing that.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I'm just barely
And-
touching it. It's,
Yeah.
it's wide open, right?
Yeah.
And I've been
You
dropping.
gotta-
I've been dropping everything all night long.
You got a problem there.
I do. I just.
What is going on over there?
I'm not sure, but
I don't even know where that went.
Oh, I do, but
Sideways into the floor.
it does really nothing to help us because
No.
even though I know where it went, I have to get it because
You are an utter mess.
I have to get it because it's a
Wrong side
it's
of
an
the
Apollo
camera.
pick. It's an Apollo pick. I can't lose it.
That was the wrong side of the camera.
Yeah.
Imagine that orange wood if you put a real nice nut and like a custom fitted nut, a real nice bridge.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Or saddle,
I'm
I'm
pretty
sorry.
sure the nut and saddle are Tusk.
They look like micarta.
They're not.
No?
I don't think they are. I got to do a bit more research on it, but I mean, for $200,
Yeah.
it's an all mahogany guitar. It's laminate, but it's holy crap.
We need to drop a K&K into
Yes.
that and try that
Yeah.
out live.
That is a guitar that I would absolutely tour with
Mm-hmm.
because it's indestructible. It's been sitting up here in fluctuating humidity,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same as when I got it in the house. Everything works. The
How
machine
long
has
was the tone right on it?
about 10 days.
It's good.
And I noticed so there you go. Like tone right. If tone right, let me put it this way: if tone right can affect a $200 laminate guitar, it means that it can affect profoundly a $5,000 handmade guitar.
Right. Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the tone right. Thank you. I mean, damn, it's a great invention, and it really works. Also, I want to say a special Christmas shout out to Picker's Grip. They sent Ginger and I a beautiful package with an extra thing of Picker's Grip, Picker's Grip picks, a Picker's Grip T-shirt, a pickpocket.
I saw the pickpocket.
Yeah, the pickpocket, and thank you guys. I mean, another great product that people in the mainstream don't know about.
Yeah.
And we're getting it here. It's like, wow, it really is a great product. I actually have some Picker's Grip on my Apollo pick. Even though it's KC and it's very easy to grip this thing, right? But you put one strip of that Picker's Grip on either side of this thing, it's going to stick to your hand for a week.
Apparently not for you tonight.
No, I've worn it off, but yeah, it's great.
You've got finger dyslexis.
I
this
do.
evening
I've dropped
with
everything in this friggin' room tonight, including 2 beers, a chicken, and
Gather control of yourself, man.
in the orange wood.
And your hernia.
And my hernia is popping out of my shirt, but that's okay. Next,
From Eli Patrick Music.
Eli
Hey,
Patrick
I
Music
was
down in
thinking about
Kentucky.
you today.
Hey
Attaboy.
guys, what do you think of the Willie Nelson style straps? One was in the case with my new gut string, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, what did you think of the Chip Young stuff I sent?
The Chip Young. Oh yeah. I get a reserved comment on that because I'm not quite sure. I saw it, and my brain's short circuiting. But the Willie Nelson type straps, and what he's talking about is the ones that go over your head, and there's a hook.
Yeah.
And the guitar, the strap comes underneath the guitar, and it comes out right here, and it hooks on the bottom of the sound hole. So basically, they've been around for 50 years. And if the guitar is really light, it's fine. But I would never use a strap like that on an acoustic. It's way too heavy. And you'd really be pulling the sound hole out, right? A gut string guitar is really light, so you can get away with that hook being there. And yeah, you can use it if you want. All of my gut strings have proper heel end strap buttons, because I mean, and the other thing about that strap, the Willie Nelson style strap, is it creates a pivot, which is not that good, right? If you let go of any of the guitar, it falls.
It tumbles.
Yeah, so you don't really want that. I'd rather have something that's secured to me, you know. And I used the strap you're talking about when I was a kid. I had an old, I don't remember who built it, but Bruce Oakes, who lent me my first violin, also lent me my first gut string. And in the case was the really cheap vinyl, strap.
Yeah.
And I used it. And but that was the only thing that bothered me, was that because it's a pivot, the guitar can fall either way, forward, every other way, right? So you got to be. I would rather have a strap over the top, levies. Leather strap. Which I'm sure they have in Kentucky.
Eli popped up in my YouTube feed the other
Eli
night.
Patrick.
Almost
Eli
like he planned
Patrick
it.
is one of the best up and coming musicians I've ever seen. If you guys are, if everyone who's watching this is not familiar with Eli Patrick music, used to be Eli Patrick Bluegrass.
Yep.
This kid is 17 years old and Buddy
On
Boy,
fire.
he's on fire. He plays everything, guitar, banjo. I don't know what he's a maniac.
Yeah, you need to check him out on the
He
YouTube.
reminds me of me when I was his age. He's on fire.
Better looking than you were.
Way better looking than
Yeah.
me. Yeah, he's got a lot more going on than I did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cause Steve.
Steve.
I'm here. Hi, JP. Happy New Year. This is from Jeffrey Cohen Consulting.
Whoa, that's new.
That's your accounting firm, isn't it?
I
Can
think
you
it,
call-
I think it's
can
my
you-
embalmer.
Can you tell me what size truss rod wrench I need to work on a Boucher BG52?
Shit.
The black one. It's
I,
hexagonal in shape.
I do know, but I don't know the.
I should know the
the
measurement
numbers.
of that. Yeah.
I have one here. It's damn it. I wish I could tell you. I should know this because I deal with that every day.
Yeah, but you have them. You don't know it.
Yeah,
They measure.
damn it. I just know what. You know what?
The short answer is no.
Yeah. If you, it's not not an 11 millimeter. It's damn it. You know what? The best thing for you to do is just to email Boucher and they'll tell you. But every single Boucher has the same one. I have the key. I have a custom made. It's a weld truss end, so it needs this long arm to get in there. And I have one that Robin gave me, that has a proper screwdriver handle on it. And but every one of them is the same. So yeah, just write to Boucher. Just drop an email to info@boucherguitars.com, I believe it is. Or perhaps maybe even Guillaume de Silva is actually watching this right now. He might.
Oh no.
Guillaume
is tucked in having duck
He-
confit tonight.
No, he's
and-
not having. He's feeding his duck, but not confit. I can tell you that right now. But anyhow, yes, yeah, it is it's a standard key. It's one of the standard sizes that you find. I don't think it's the same as Martin, but I think it's one of the standard ones. I'm pretty sure it's a metric one, but don't quote me on that. I would just write them and ask. They'll tell you right away. So
Any set of, well, you need a deep key for that, but you could find the size with any set of metric and standard. I should know that too.
yeah, and,
I'd never even.
I
looked at what
mean,
they
yeah,
are.
because Robin gave me the tool.
Yeah.
This custom tool. And I was like, okay, blah, blah, blah. And you don't even know. You don't pay attention. It took me forever to find out how big the Gallagher ones were. They're an odd size too, right? And they're really hard to get to.
No, the Boucher is pocketed, so you need
Yeah.
a long. You can use a standard size key, but you'll only have the short end out, so
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
be difficult to.
And the way I
manage.
get around that is if I can't find a long key, I take a key with a pretty long neck on it and I get it in the hole so the short end's sticking up. And I use a socket driver,
Yeah,
screwdriver.
nut driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just put it over the end of the Allen key and turn it.
Yeah.
And that's how I've done. And my particular nut driver is the size for Gibson truss rods. So that's how I get around that. If I have a deep well truss end, I put the key in and the short end sticking through the strings, take my Gibson nut driver and over the end, bip, 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 bip.
Give her a crank.
Yeah. So that's how I've got around that for years. That's how I've always done it. Because I've always had Gibson products of some kind, either mandolins, banjos, or guitars, and they're all male ends on the headstock, right?
Yeah. So you need the.
So you
nut
have to
driver.
have the male nut driver. So I bought one of those years ago. It's in my toolkit over there. Yeah, that's how I do it.
Next.
We got Gary Ball.
That's
What?
got to be new.
That's got to be new.
I'm a beginner guitarist here in Calgary, although I have several guitars. I've just ordered a Yamaha silent guitar. I'm wondering what you feel about that guitar Steel string. Thank you.
I love them. I absolutely love them. I actually toured with one of those for about 2 years. Yeah.
I played one of those for a long
They
time.
are really, really cool. They're just like Yamaha makes a tremendously nice proprietary pickup system, and it shows in that instrument because there's no acoustic in that instrument at all. So it's just their proprietary system and their interpretation of neck angle, action, playability, just in a single stick of wood. And they're so cool.
It's a spooky guitar.
It is.
I find them spooky.
Because they sound so good.
Yeah.
They come all apart. They travel in a bag that wide.
Yeah.
You can literally throw them in an overhead bin. And, before stuff like Close came up, that comes apart and goes in a bag that big, right?
Yeah.
Yamaha silent guitars were like the thing. They're like the ultimate travel guitar that can produce a sound live on stage that rivals just about any guitar, right?
They do, and it's no way shitting on a Yamaha silent guitar.
Yeah.
But they don't make a noise of their own.
No.
It's all out the wire.
And
so there is a component there, depending on your use, that they lack an acoustic character.
Right.
Is that a good way to say it?
Exactly, yep. And that's why
There's not that blend.
That's why I didn't tour with them any longer than I did, because
It sounded fantastic.
oh yeah, I used it on television for ECMAs one year. Me and Matt Anderson.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I loved playing it because it was so comfortable.
Rock solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after a while, you miss that organic feedback you get from a box under your chin, right? And that's why I stopped. I went back to full body guitars. But even to this day, I would still play a Yamaha silent guitar.
It's got a cool factor to it.
Oh man.
Same with the violin.
Yeah,
Right?
the Yamaha silent violin, same thing. They got this vibe
Yeah.
that's not like any other instrument.
Yeah.
They're one of a kind. It's the same as Ovation, the same as Close, the same as Rain Song, the same as all these instruments that are not traditionally built. Yamaha, their understanding of how to
Model.
yeah,
Yeah.
how to model a sound and interpret
Yeah.
string vibration it's bar none. It really is.
And the
Like,
mechanics of it
yeah.
are so cool because
Ovation
there's nothing
too,
there. Yeah.
right? Ovation's the same way.
but you
They have a
still
way
have
of
a
modeling
body.
it, right?
You
Yeah.
still have a body, though.
You do.
And with a Close, you still have a body
still
that
have a body,
resonates.
yes.
But with the Yamaha, there's no body.
No.
It's a stick
Yeah,
and,
it's
and a
stick,
bow.
and it plays great.
Yeah.
Like they play great. So I would. I mean, you may find yourself playing it all the time, and you may do it for a year or two and go, I'm going to put this away and go back to a box guitar for a while, because just the feedback, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that. You don't have your liver shaken. right?
It's not visceral,
No, exactly.
right?
Exactly.
It's not visceral.
One of the things I love about all my guitars and all guitars I choose to play is that, and I say this all the time in my reviews, is that they rattle my rib cage. I hold my guitar against my right side there and I play and I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it vibrating against my chest, right? And it's like, this feels great. Like you can hear the bottom end and the response and the like the dynamics of how hard you're hitting it right through your torso. And you're never going to have that with an Ovation, a Yamaha Silent, like any of those things. Close is why I love it so much. It has that.
Yeah.
It has that incredible interpretation of an acoustic guitar without being any wood. And it still rattles your chest.
Yeah.
And I love it for that, right? But
Cool question.
yeah, it is, and I salute you for playing the silent guitar because they are friggin' brilliant. I just love Yamaha stuff. Everybody knows that. So yeah, and yeah.
He's in
Way
Cowtown.
up. He's in Beefville.
He's in Meatland.
He's in Steaktown.
He's in the meat aisle.
He's on T-Bone Ridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's in A1 country.
He lives in the Filet Flat.
He lives in the Salisbury Station.
I bet he's grinding out the tunes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right, enough. Good.
Yeah. I bet you he goes back to the porterhouse and goes to sleep. Okay, next.
From Cam McMaster.
Cam Disaster
Clam disaster.
is in the house, finally.
How's your bottles of clams?
Yeah.
Hey
Bitch.
guys, hope Santa found yous and Happy New Year.
Cheers,
I finally
brother.
got my Boucher JP model,
What?
and I'm not really impressed.
Oh,
I'm
no.
friggin' amazed. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, holy shit, yeah. You can't go wrong with it.
Mm-mm.
Robin builds the best guitars in the world. And that's I'll always say that. I don't care. There's plenty of other fantastic builders, something for everyone's taste,
Yeah.
everyone's needs, everyone's inspiration. But for me personally,
It's the Cadillac.
Robin builds the best guitars in the world. I have to say it. It's I've always said that, and I always will. So, the other guitars are incredible,
Hey,
but they're all different, right?
now that,
they're
now
all
that
different.
Ginger and I are flying again,
I could afford another Boucher.
we need to go to see Robin.
Yes, we do.
A little trip.
We need to go see the Maestro.
Yeah.
We need to go see the Maestro.
A string theory from the Maestro's Haven.
That's right. And there's been talk of a trip for me to Japan to meet the ladies and gentlemen in Kani, Japan that build Yeri.
That would be all right.
And someday as well, I hope to travel to Hamamatsu, where they build the L-Series Yamahas and other guitars. That's my holy trinity, right?
Yeah.
The Boucher, Yeri, Yamaha, those are the best guitars I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
They are. They're the best guitars I've ever seen. And next year I'm going to be going down to see the boys at Gallagher. This is, as far as I'm concerned, there's no better American-made guitar at all.
The boys from where?
Gallagher.
Where?
Gallagher. I was talking to David a couple of days ago, and I can't wait to go there. Like that's going to be for me. Walking into that shop where they made those designs were built for Doc Watson and Grandpa Jones and there's so many people that played these guitars, but Doc especially, right?
We should arrange a super guitar road trip.
We should.
Where we go to.
Could you imagine?
All these places.
Could you imagine? Go to Robbins.
Somebody should
Go to-
almost do that.
Go to David's. They have a performance space too. They have a great performance space at the shop there where they do online streamed performances and with a live audience too, right? And I can't wait to go there. I cannot wait to go there and meet these people. This is the great thing about this channel that's really affected my life personally is knowing all these people like this David Mathis, Robin Boucher, the crew that's at Kani, Japan, the crew that's at Hamamatsu, the crew that builds, the people that are building Recording King in Orangewood. These guys, they're all superheroes to me, right?
Yeah.
They do something.
They've all got their own superhero powers.
They do.
Yeah.
They do something that inspires hundreds and thousands of people to we forget about James Martin. There's another guy. We need to go to Ireland. We need to go to Goderich, Ontario and see Joshua House.
Yeah.
We need to go, there's just so many builders, right? That are doing things that are just, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, what kind of music you play. All of these builders provide huge inspiration. That's the key. That's all I've ever wanted to see. When I'm talking to people all the time online, I get 100 messages a day. I see and read everything that comes through YouTube, comes right to my phone. So many people right now are just chomping at the bit to play guitar.
There are so many.
That's the thing. Right?
There are so many traditional big guitar names that we don't have to mention.
Yes.
That are the standard names.
Yeah.
And today, I don't know why anybody would go and buy any one of those instruments.
And
no matter where your price point is,
Exactly.
whether you're entry level, professional, touring, recording, I don't know why anybody would go buy any of those guitars with how many great new guitar makers that are out there. And I don't necessarily mean brand new.
I
but-
totally agree with you, but and at the same time, I also have to give credit to those people for providing that inspiration. Because there's certain people that will gravitate to a Martin, a Gibson, a Taylor, a Breedlove, whatever the case may be, the huge makers that are building 1 million guitars a year. Those companies are also inspiring people, right? So, in my personal experience, the outsiders are making better guitars.
Yep.
But I can't take it away from those guys
No,
because
people have paved the road for sure.
there's some guy somewhere
Yeah.
that all he wants in his life is a
Yeah.
D28.
Yeah, that was that's his jam.
And if he gets it,
Yeah.
it's just gonna fill the universe with
But-
whatever his
But
gut.
don't
right?
stop there.
But don't
because-
stop there
yeah.
because there's way more.
Yeah.
So,
So Stephen Baker, any stories about McGinty? Played with them?
Ginty.
McDrinky.
McDrinky. Yeah, we're not going to go into that very much, I don't think.
I've done so many gigs with those boys.
you mix them a lot. I never played with them, but they were all
Yeah.
friends of mine and John Ferguson. Like, what a loss.
Dave Hickey.
Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Just savagely. That's a
Donnie
savage
Moore.
thing. But, yeah.
The band is still going
Yeah, it is.
today.
Yeah.
With Donnie Moore, the only original
They were
member left.
major radio stars here,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Their records get played on the radio here all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
here's to McGinty.
Here's to McDrinky.
And here's to John Ferguson. God bless your heart,
Yeah.
boy.
Dave Hickey.
I don't know, boy. I'm still angry
Yeah.
about that.
Here's to Bob
Lewis
Dooley.
and John, yeah.
Here's to Bob Dooley for managing the boys for so
Exactly.
many years.
Yeah.
He's every bit a McDrinky. And
But we
they're
love him.
rock.
We love him.
love you, Bob.
McGinty rules.
Yeah,
It's
McDrinky.
one of the. There's just no way around that.
They are the East Coast.
They are people like them, Ron Hines,
Yeah.
Harry Hibbs, G. McClellan from PEI,
Mm-hmm.
Don Messer from he was from New Brunswick. These people,
They made the music scene here.
yeah,
Before there was a
Evans
music
and
scene.
Doherty,
Evans and
Kevin Evans,
Erectile and Dysfunction.
erectile dysfunction, but they changed the
They
music.
did.
They changed the whole industry.
Yeah.
right, way back.
Tony Quinn.
Tony Quinn,
Terry Kelly.
Yep. I talked to Terry today.
Yeah?
Yes, he called me about YouTube streaming problems. He's working.
Paul Eisen.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I saw that unit.
Yes.
Last week.
unit.
Elvis was in the building.
Elvis is in the
Yeah.
building.
Next.
So another one from Stephen Baker.
Stephen Baker.
In quotes, without any wood but makes lots of noise, end quote. Speaking of things I've heard when I last saw Chris's shirt.
Oh my Jesus. Anybody
How's
else?
the bath
What's
going?
else
We got,
doing?
You got
Jeff
dishpan
Gallant.
feet?
Jeff Gallant, yes.
Nice shirt, Chris.
Thank
My
you.
Yamaha G55 is my only option until my Fender is fixed. Your opinion on tuning a nylon classical guitar without laughing?
Okay, well, tuning a nylon string guitar is not the same as a steel string. The first thing you're going to find out, and this has always perplexed me, I don't know why this, I should ask somebody why this is, but classical strings stretch sharp.
Mm-hmm.
They do. So you tune your guitar and you're playing away, all of a sudden, especially the non-wound strings, they go sharp instead of flat. And I'm not sure why that is. It has to do with tension. It has to do with
Heat.
yeah, heat. And so you'll find, like I find myself when I'm recording with one, I have to retune it at probably 3 or 4 times, before it settles at the moment and allows me to do whatever. You want to make sure that you're stringing them properly, which means at least 3 winds around the bottom. You can't just. Some people will just put one wind, one loop, and down behind the edge of the bridge to pull the slip knot tight, right? I like to put two, just to make sure that doesn't slip, and make sure you have 3/4 of an inch of string sticking out the end of that loop before you pull it tight, and they shouldn't move at all. And I mean, it's such a great instrument. I have lots of experience with gut strings because I play so much Jerry Reed. Like when I was a kid, that's all I was practicing, that and practicing Chet, and used to find that all the time. I dropped the guitar down to like open G, and I'd play for a while. All of a sudden, the low G and D would be sharp.
Yeah,
it's bizarre. I don't know what causes that. I'm not sure if it's like they're caught on the nut a little bit.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think
my
it's
guitar
the way
was
the
old.
string. I think it's the way the string, the different material reacts to temperature.
Yeah, because
is what
the
it
internal
mainly is.
core is nylon as well on the wound strings.
Yeah.
With a silk coating and then the nickel winding.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it's really it's a different world, and you just got to make sure you string them correctly and have enough winds up here and down below, and you should be fine as kind. But
Holy Hannibal Lecter!
I know time goes quick, eh?
Hour has slid. Well, at least you got that one all in before you spilled it.
Before I
everywhere.
spilled it. I'm such an arsehole. Next.
So another from Cam McMaster. I'm never buying anything but Boucher again, and I'll never buy from anyone but G&G again. I've bought 200 guitars, and it was the best experience ever.
I'm going to tell you what.
Glenn.
I'm going to tell you what. I've known Glenn Gotel for close to 25 years. And I've probably said this before on this show or perhaps on one of my reviews, but I met Glenn because he was a performer. He had a children's act called the Kid Brothers, him and his brother, right? And they were famous. They had records. They won ECMAs. They were all over the place. They still perform to a certain, a little bit per year, right? His brother's, I believe his brother had a stroke or something recently, and I shouldn't have said that, but he did have some illness, and he's not playing as much as he did. But anyhow, they were performers. Glenn started a music store basically in his garage. It was one room. It was a shithole. He did it for fun.
It was a garage.
Yeah, it was a terrible garage, right? And so he calls me one day and goes, "You've got to come see these guitars." And I memorized his phone number that day, and I never forgot it since. 863-1657. 902-863-1657. I've never forgotten that number, and I got it off my Nokia flip phone. That's how long ago this was. He called me on my cell. So I go to his shop, and he said, "You've got to try these guitars. I just bought this dealership from a guy in Vancouver that was closing down shop, and he sold everything to me. And I got this dealership for this guitar in Germany called Lakewood. Play these, right? They had come from Vancouver, and I picked one up and I played it. And I went, holy crap! Like, this is a long time ago. This is before anything was coming over into Canada, like Ferk, Boucher, like none of that shit existed. And I went and I played that guitar, and I lost my mind. It was like, this is one of the nicest guitars I've ever played. Yeah. And I bought that guitar, and I bought a custom, and I bought a jumbo, and I got Matt Anderson hooked on them.
Yeah, that's what Matty plays.
And he still plays them to this day. Yeah. And to this day, like, the guy that owns that company over in Germany loves us and loves me. And Glenn has been the number one supporter of this channel from day one. G&G Music in Antigonish I couldn't have done this without him.
It is the
couldn't
most
have done it.
Music store per square foot.
It is, and he expanded the shop
twice.
Twice. It's a beautiful shop now, and he deals Martins and Gibsons, and he does everything.
Yep.
And here's the big thing: he's the #1 Lakewood dealer in North America. That's huge because Lakewood is out of Germany.
Yep.
They're all over the world.
And
The #1 Boucher dealer in the world. In the world.
Yeah.
No one has sold more Boucher guitars than Glenn Gotel.
the factory doesn't ship more Bouchers
Yeah,
than Glenn does
I can honestly say that Glenn Gotel has put them
on the map.
behind so many times that they don't know what to do anymore. Like Guillaume calls me and goes, "We got to make all these guitars for Glenn.
Yeah.
We're behind.
Well,
He's
just-
got 12 ordered."
Just going into the shop and seeing the lineup of Bouchers
I
in
know.
the cases with sold.
So I'm going to tell you, like, I got a lot of friends in this industry, and Glenn Gotel is one of the best ones I've ever had, and he is a tremendous human being. Everyone that deals with him loves him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't surprise me one bit to hear that being said.
Yeah.
That first of all, you never buy another guitar but a Boucher. Duh. And that you'll never buy another instrument from anybody but Glenn.
Yeah.
Because he's awesome, right?
And how many times have we said you need the L&Ms?
You do.
You need the
You
you
do.
need the big chain stores. They serve
But
their
I'm
purpose.
telling you, guys like Glenn, guys like Stephen McNeil,
Yep.
Fantasy Music in Halifax and Spring Garden Road,
Yep.
guys like Vince Mullen up at Miramichi, these are small, privately owned shops. One guy owns them and decides what his audience wants,
Yep.
right? And those are so important.
And you'll never get any better service than that.
Exactly. You won't. You're just not going to. I mean, Long McQuaid's tremendous. They're wicked. You can trade stuff. You can get stuff fixed, blah, 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 blah. But walk in a shop where there's one guy responsible, right? You walk in, hey, Steve. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Vince. You know who you're talking to, and that's the magic of shops like that. And they exist right across Canada.
When we are doing gigs up in that area, like Antigonish, Cape Breton area, I actually feel more comfortable knowing that Glenn is that close. Because if something happens and you need something
he will
last
be there.
minute,
He will be there.
is there. It doesn't matter the hour. He's answering the phone.
Yes, sir. So, any more super chats there, Stevie?
Yep, just one more from Jeff Gallant.
Jeff Gallant?
Monsieur?
If I was to go into Long McQuaid here on PEI,
Andrew.
would I get a great deal if I was to mention you were my brother from a different mother?
Yes, you would. Go into L&M in Charlottetown and ask for Andrew and tell him JP sent you. He will take care of you. Andrew is my brother from another mother, and he is a guitar pig.
Fiend.
He's a fiend.
Yeah.
He knows every acoustic in that store, and he knows which is the best one. And I've bought so many guitars from him, it's not even funny. It's grotesque how much money I've spent in that shop, in that L&M in Charlottetown because of Andrew. Big, tall, heavy, red-headed guy with a beard. He's badass.
He's been in that store since
forever,
before it was Long McQuaid.
forever. Yeah, and he's a tremendous, tremendous guy. So, all right. So now we're gonna do something special.
It's time.
We're still compiling our names. We're up to 30. We're gonna get to 50 a lot faster than I thought because I'm gonna do more.
We're gonna do how many names tonight?
We're gonna take 6 names tonight, which will put us at 2, 4, 6. That'll leave us 4, 6, 8, 10. Only 14 spots left, which we're going to fill up quickly so we can give the big giveaway in January.
We're making a little bit of time.
We are.
Here.
So I'm going to take the first 6 correct answers. Mind you, please be aware, you don't see this page like we do. We are on an administration page, so sometimes the order is not the same as what you see, and Wi-Fi and internet speeds and all that shit. So trust us, we're only calling out what we see.
Elon Musk handles our internet here.
Elon Musk is. We're enjoying it right now.
Yes, we are.
Yes, and while we enjoy Elon Musk's internet, I'm going to drink this Stella.
That That sounds wonderful.
And what is it that you're drinking there, Mr. Coot? It's a thing.
It's just water.
It's kind of that's a little disappointing.
Shit, it's water.
All right, so
Here we go.
here's the question: the first 6 right answers. What was the year that Doc Watson first played the Newport Folk Festival? It was a landmark, his performance at that festival. What year did that happen? What year did Doc Watson first play the Newport Folk Festival? Stevie, line us up, buddy.
Hit it, Stevie.
They're coming in.
They're coming
In the
in.
meantime, Cam McMaster sent another super chat. Happy New Year's, everyone out there. They're coming in fast.
Okay, who's
Love
first?
you, Cam, buddy.
Give me the first 6 in order.
There's only one so far.
Okay, who is it?
Caper Dave.
Caper
Okay,
Dave.
don't say the answer. You've got the answer though. You know what it is,
I
right?
do.
Okay, Caper Dave.
Jeffrey Cohen
Wait,
Consulting.
okay, hold on a second. Let me make sure that he's not on the list. He has not won yet. So Caper Dave,
Yeah.
send me an email at jpcormier.com. Sorry, jpcormier38 at gmail.com. Caper Dave. I just refilled
There we
my fountain pen here.
Your quill is a little
Caper
dry.
Dave, yes it is. Caper Dave, jpcormier38 at gmail.com. Send us an email. Let us know that that's you. We'll be able to find you when we pick the winner in about a month's time. Who's next?
Jeffrey Cohen Consulting.
Jeffrey. I know that's not on here.
He's not on there.
Okay, Jeffrey Cohen.
Perfect.
Jeffrey Cohen, jpcormier38 at gmail.com. Send us an email. Who's next?
B World.
Ooh, that's another one.
B-E-E or
No,
B?
just the letter B.
The letter B.
Wow,
It's
that's-
not on there.
World.
Okay, B World.
Already.
B World. jpcormier38 at gmail.com. Send us an email.
Next.
One more. Who we got?
Deach Koch.
Ooh, how's that spelled?
Deach.
Yes.
And then last name is Koch.
That's definitely new. Deach, jpcormier38 at gmail.com. And two more.
Norman Aben.
That's new.
Aben.
That is new.
That's new too.
Yep.
All one word.
How's it spelled? Norman.
Aben.
Okay.
Aben.
Norman Aben. jpcormier38 at gmail.com. Send us an email right now. Put you on the list. Who's
One
the last
more.
one?
Colin Dolan.
Colin. Okay, let me just check
He's
that.
new.
That's going to be new too.
Yep.
It is. Colin Dolan. Is that COLINDOLAN?
Yes, it is.
Dolan.
Colin Dolan, jpcormier38 at gmail.com.
So those are number 35 and 36.
That's right. So
Out
we
of
only got
50.
14 people left. We're probably going to get those taken care of in the next 2 or 3 weeks, which means the big, massive draw from our 3 store sponsors
The container.
will happen at the end of January.
The container of goods.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's going to be wicked. It's going to be wicked. So
Now, next week, are we all here?
we could be.
Is Ginger here with us next week?
Could be. I don't know. I don't want to speak so far to turn.
I know.
but
I'm here. You here?
I'm here.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too, brother.
And I love all you guys. And thank you so much for supporting this channel. And if you like what you see and you enjoy watching this or any of the other programs on here, please hit subscribe. Please hit like. Costs nothing to do that.
And if you don't, just tune in anyway.
That's right. And if you want to join our private membership, hit the join button right underneath the main video screen there. You can get all the extras that we send out to our private membership. It's just a couple dollars a month, right up to.
And if you don't, just do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like, Chris. Like I talk to Chris even though I don't want to, but I just do it anyway.
Yeah. We'll
Cheers.
be back with the company nurse. And
Merry
Ginger
Christmas and Happy New Year.
Stifler.
We're not
Happy
gonna-
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. We love you guys. Cheers.
Till
I'm
next
JP
Wednesday.
Cormier. Chris Coot. The lovely Steve.
What are you doing? Are you
gonna
walking
turn the camera off.
surreptitiously behind the camera to shut it off?
What else do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just shut it off already.
I will.
I feel naked and afraid.